Got some breaking news for you today that you won't want to miss. Today we have an important update about a new visa rule that has been proposed in the United States. The rule would make it very expensive for companies to hire foreign workers. So let's talk about what this means. First, the most important thing that you need to know is that this proposal, if implemented, would require companies to pay a $100,000 application fee for each H-1B visa that they want to sponsor. Now, for those of you who don't know what the H-1B visa is, it is a non-immigrant visa that is reserved for foreign workers in specialty occupations, like computer programming. It is very common for people who work in tech to get hired through this program, and these applications are extremely competitive. In fact, there are way more people who want to apply for them than there are visas available. That means that the people who do get selected are some of the best and brightest minds from all over the world. So now let's take a look at this proposal. The proposed rule would raise the cost for companies that want to hire foreign workers. They would have to pay a $100,000 application fee for each visa. To put that into perspective, the current fee is only $10,000. That's 10 times less. Let me show you what that looks like visually. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can see the current fees. And on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see what the proposed fees would be. Now, before we go any further, I want to say that this is just a proposal. It still has to go through the rulemaking process, and it will likely be a while before anything is finalized. But this is important to talk about because if this were to go through, it would have a major impact on tech firms, especially startups who often rely on hiring foreign workers. According to TechCrunch, this could affect up to 300,000 workers. Many of these workers are already in the United States, and the proposal would make it harder for them to get a worker-us visa. This could force them to eventually leave the country, and that would be a huge loss for the United States. This proposal would also make it harder for companies to fill job openings. They simply wouldn't be able to afford the cost of hiring someone from overseas. The money for these visa applications doesn't come from the workers, it comes from the company. But the company often passes these costs along to the customers. So in the end, it is the customers who really pay for these fees. And this is especially true for startups. If they want to grow, they need to hire skilled workers. If this proposal goes through, it would make it harder for them to compete for talent, and that could stifle innovation in the United States. Many other countries have special visa programs to attract talent, but the United States is not one of them. Canada, for example, has a very generous program. You can actually apply for a worker's visa from within Canada. You don't have to go through the United States. Other countries like Australia also have similar programs. They have a special visa program for highly skilled workers. There are many open questions here, and we will continue to follow the story closely. But one thing is certain, this proposal would make the United States less competitive. It would hurt companies and it would hurt workers. So here's my question for you. Will this change protect American jobs or push talent away? Comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to learn more about how global politics impacts you, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.